Not where I'm just a blind implementer of whatever orders I get. Now, that works for the Army. It doesn't work for the rest of society. I would say that the things I learned were all the things out of their classmates. And you go to anybody, you go to Einstein, look at Einstein. Have any of you ever seen Einstein's report card? You would be like, who is this number?
Do you think that everybody is an Einstein?
I think everybody has the capacity to be brilliant. Every child is brilliant. This film that he's talking about, every child is special. Every child has been gifted. You know, I'm against in the US this gifted education because that should be, I was part of it in my school, it was there. It's a total racist decision to say this is gifted. I think every child is gifted. The problem is that the system does not want to see the gifts in each child. And so until we, and this is criminal. This is a criminal activity. If we are not seeing the gifts in children and we are branding them as failures, innocent children, this is an activity we have to challenge. And one of our works in India is to challenge this and saying that we cannot brand children as failures. We have to start to see that. We're losing, I mean, for the child who's created and is part of Shikshantar.
This talent or creativity which you are talking about, if you don't have a formal education, you won't be able to transmit it to formal. You see, you have a creativity, you have a talent.
Yeah.
In order to transmit or to spread it out, you need a formal education.
The education system as it is, I think there's a little bit of confusion. I'm saying the education that it is, as it is right now, works for maybe 1 out of 100 children, I would say. 1% of the population, maybe. Some would even argue maybe 0.1, that it actually works. And there's a lot of now research. I don't know, probably you've all heard of this multiple intelligences theory. Have you heard of that? That's pretty common now. Time Magazine, Newsweek have had. So the education system is only catering to one intelligence right now. We're all talking about holistic development. There's two things. It's not happening right now. We're very far from it in India. We're very far from it in the US. And I don't believe that you can do, no one single environment can cater to the vast amount of human diversity, human richness, human culture. So what we have to think of, we use the term learning ecosystems. So formal education may be there. It has to recast itself. I'm not saying that it's all bad or it's all worthless, obviously. But it has to recast itself. And when we're talking about literacy, for example, literacy has to recast itself with all the things we mentioned. Is there a literacy that is promoting human creativity? There's two kinds of literacy. There's just a reading and writing, but until people have the ability to express themselves fluently, that literacy is insufficient. And that literacy, today we're content with the person to write their name so they're literate. Projects are the means, right? The ends are deeper. Like you're saying, inside transformation, social relationship transformation, right? Sorry.
Okay, your model would go very well with what Mukesh Ambani is trying to do. He said he's trying to buy stuff that people produce in their own villages, because whatever creative stuff gets produced has to be channeled in some form of commerce, because everybody has to earn a living in the end, you know. So you might also want to look at, you know, how you can combine that with technology to create, you know, the Gurukul you're talking about 2,000-3,000 years, we did not have the World Wide Web, nothing like that. Now we have it. So, you know, I mean, we have to combine the best of the East and West. That's what I understand, what Vivekananda said, what Aurobindo said, and what everybody else has said. So
it's a question of when, right? It's an interesting thing. I don't know if you know, Microsoft employees have a school out in Seattle. They don't introduce computers until like class 8. So putting children, 2 years old, which is happening in India, it's happening in the US, in front of computers, 2-3-year-old children, I don't think that's a healthy combination. I think definitely one has to, so there's a wisdom that one has to apply, a common sense that, yeah, this makes sense to combine. No, obviously I'm sitting here in front of a computer, so I'm not going to deny anybody, but I think before I would share this, like, I'll give you an example. Lots of kids come to me and say, oh, we want to learn computer. So what we try to do is we integrate computer with things that bring out self-expression. So, oh, you want to, how about we work on a newspaper together? You can design, write it yourself, express yourself, explore your environment, and you can produce it on the computer. Or how about we work on a film together? You can shoot it, think about how you want to shoot it, make your own story, and then you can use a computer for that. So it's combining those creative process, not just to make a, I'm very sensitive, we don't need to produce a whole nation of data entry people, right? Though some people may end up choosing that as their profession because they want the money. But I don't think we prepare them. We prepare choices honestly, and who also can make their own choices, and who can also create new choices, right? I think anyone who knows business says there's two kinds of people, right? There's the people who sit and wait for things to happen, and there are the people who are making things happen. So what we want, real education would give people the power, yeah, oh, we can reshape and we can create things, we can work together. And the other thing, just as a brief comment here, we are also looking at, there are multiple ways to think about economy, right?